Okay, guys, we discussed about difference between SDLC and DevOps. This is the first question. So, what is the second one? Okay, so coming to DevOps, it is continuous development, testing, integration, deployments, and monitoring. Okay, in a development side, you can say planning, coding, build, test, deploy, operate, and monitor integration. These are the different parts of your total DevOps. So these are the advantages. I written some of the advantages of using DevOps. Microsoft Team Foundation. Okay, this is also like a DevOps only, but it is Microsoft proprietary one. So different type of tools came up from the Agile management, but here Microsoft also created it their own tools. But DevOps is suitable for all different type of companies, like a small and to big companies also. The question is, what are the tools you learn in the DevOps? Okay, tools you learn it. Different tools are there. Maybe 50 tools, 100 tools. So many tools are there. But tools you learn in the class, the tools you practice, the tools you perfect. That is important tools. What are the important tools? The tools you know, the tools you practice, the tools you are familiar with it. So those are important tools. Remaining tools also important. Only one thing is you have to learn the tools, remaining tools one by one. Okay. So some may know only two, three tools. Some may know more tools. What are the things you use in your classroom? Please tell me that list. So that we will talk about that one only first. I think you use Git. Any other tools? Can you able to hear my
Splunk,
voice, right? Okay, Jenkins, very good.
Splunk,
SVN, Bamboo,
Splunk, SVN. Another one,
Docker,
Docker, very good. Docker.
Bamboo,
Can you put it in chat box? I didn't get it.
Bamboo, sir,
Bapu, Kubernetes,
Bamboo.
Bamboo,
yes, sir,
Bamboo. Yeah, I don't know Bamboo. So Isa took the class, DevOps, or Madhu sir?
it is an integration tool,
Sai
sir.
sir, sir.
Sai sir, okay, that's so many tools. Uh, These are integration tool, okay, like a Jenkins,
Yes, sir, integration tool, sir. It is.
deployment, build server. Good. SVN is a subversioning,
Development tool, it is, sir.
subversion tool, development tool. Any other tool you learn? Okay. Okay, so these are the tools you learn. Okay, so the Splunk is a project management tool and monitoring. Okay, Docker for creating images and containers.
Maven
Kubernetes,
Ent,
what it is?
Maven sir, Maven.
Yeah, Maven.
Yeah,
Maven
yeah,
also you learn. Okay, very good. Maven is very good one.
Ant,
Maven
Ant sir, Ant. It is also
and
integration tools.
and very good. Okay. So Kubernetes is for a orchestration tool. Means depends upon scale in, scale out. So it will automatically deploy your Docker images. Maven is a build tool, build test install tool. Like if you are build a you done a coding, then Maven libraries will build it using a POM file. Ant is also same as a thing. Both are Apache tools only. Very good. So the tools what you learn, the tools you are practice and familiar, those are important tools. Here I am going to discuss Git, Jenkins, Maven, and Docker only. Okay, because I familiar with that tools only. Plank I installed, but I not completely involved in that one, so I don't get it. Because size are real time now, so a lot of tools he learn. Okay, very good. I'm going to add some more tools for any deployment. So you can deploy a code with anything, right? So like you can use a simple notepad to write a code, or maybe you can use notepad plus plus for write a code and compile the code kind of stuff like C, C++, Java, Python. You can use it. Python ideally you can use it to create a code kind of stuff. Okay. Um, or you can use a separate IDEs like a Python, PyCharm, okay, and Java, Eclipse, or NetBeans, like that. So if you see here, it is on my desktop. You can see this is a Eclipse, this is a NetBeans, PyCharm, okay, and of course I have a Notepad plus plus also. Okay, this is a Notepad plus plus. Unless I open again, it will take time. Okay, okay, like this. Different tools to code the uh, software, right? For coding purpose. Different tools we use it. Okay, so this is I try to develop PHP, but it is won't work. Okay, this is I started learning HTML. So here I try it. It is not working. This part. This part is working. Okay, CSS like that. So we can use different tools to develop it. Okay, but in come to the DevOps part, there is a different code management is there. One is source code management. What is source code management? What is your source code? Okay, actual code. Okay, and how to take it, how to develop it, how to update it. If you see here, different people will tell a different stories, but I will tell a story into separate part. This is a system. These are different systems used by different users. For example, this is a system name is C1, username is U1, for example. system name is C2, username is U2, U3, U4, okay, C3, C4. Now, when you got a project, so when you got a project, this project, the project manager or a team leader divide this project into separate parts. Okay, so they'll give small part to one user. You develop this thing, you develop this thing, you develop this thing, you develop. Once it is completed, you develop this one, you develop this one, you develop this one. So all users won't like one single user won't develop everything. Different users develop different phases of the project. So they use different tools to develop the project. Okay, right? So it is not everyone is using same project, right? For example, my file name is of F1. This guy is developed with F2, F3, F4. So what they will do, the finally they completed their coding. They put everything into central server. Put everything into central server. Now the project, all the files are completed. F1, 2, 2, 3, 4, completed. Now all the parts completed, uploaded into central server. Okay, this is one part. This is one part. Okay, simple. Now the testers will take it from here. They will test it. uh, Deployment people, so they will package this all code together. Okay, all code together and create a package and deploy into the client. So this is what happened normally. Okay, this is step one. Then we'll go to the step two, step by step understanding. Okay, now individual person develop individual ways, so with using their IDs and all kind of stuff. And finally, so of course there are all following same IDs only. Planning, coding completed. Now source code management, so where to store the data in a central server, NAS or SAN server. So they store all the code into one single place only. With a single folder they place everything. And they testing, integrating all the connections, and make it finalize the product delivery package and deliver the to the client. So this is normal one, right? Then we'll go to the next one. It is, suppose this C4 development is going on, okay, and suddenly his server is not working. Sorry, his system is not working. Is gone. Where is the code storing? The code is stored in his local PC. Now the hard disk is corrupted. His hard disk is corrupted. Now the code is gone. Then he said, "Sir, my code is not working. My code is corrupted, or maybe my hard disk is corrupted. So then my code is not there with me." So and the project become delayed because he has to complete his part. The part completed part or a on progress part is corrupted, or maybe something is happened. Issues occurred. Remember what are the issues I told. And second one is, everyone is updated into centrally. Okay, everyone is updated centrally. Now what happened? This is corrupted. That is corrupted. Central one is corrupted. All are updated. Successful. Friday, happy, close. Monday morning, they have to take the code from the central server. They have to do something. Monday morning, it is not there. It is corrupted. Problem, problem. So either it is individual PC, individual code is corrupted, or issues occur, problem, or central PC. Anything happen to central PC, you cannot recover from that one. Luckily, individual files are there in a central these people. So you can take again. We can take it from their PCs. Again, we can able to take it. Okay. Problem is some of the system already lit. So user 3 think I already uploaded. Why should I keep this code in my PC? He deleted also. So I won't get a complete code. I get a only three parts, but fourth one part is not there. This is other issues. So then they created a model that is called a version controlling. Version controlling. In generally, I watch initially before I learn DevOps. Okay, I learned something like they said if in case I develop a first example here, he developed with a JDK, okay, Java version for example 8, and he also developed a code with 8. He developed with 9. He developed with a something like a 10. So because of this Java version is different, so final product won't integrate, won't become single one. There is an issue will occur. That is completely wrong. So as for that one, because for a basic understanding, they're telling an example only. So we should not take that example like that directly. Okay. For understanding only, we should take an example. So what is this version control? Version control is like this. See here it is. This is a source code. My main code is there. My main code. Okay. And what I done. So this is a working software I have. I have a working software. Main code is there. Okay. So we'll go to this is a version one working software we deployed completed working. Now what I done? He took version one and add a new thing to it. Okay. Add a new version. So we try to develop a 1.1 version. Okay, so here I'm again step by step, one by one scenarios are there. So then we will understand what is git and github svn kind of stuff. Okay, so he developed a version 1.1 and he uploaded. So what happened, this version 1 become version 1.1, version 1 become version 1.1 and deployed. It got failed. What happened? I took a working project and I add a new feature and it is become version 1.1. I uploaded into central PC. Now it is deployed. So after deployment, it is got failed. The previous one is working model is there, but next model is not working. Problem. Then again, I want to adjust. I want to change the in a version point 1.1. I have to change it. If I want to change it again, I have to roll back and start developing from the starting or change the what are the code you created. That is become more headache. So what I done, simple understand. I created a branch. The first one is become master. First one become master. The second one is like a branch. So master just think like a main folder. Think like it is a master branch means like a main folder contains working software. Working software version 1, working 1 is there. Now I took a version 1 into my PC and I developed the requirement. So the new feature development completed. Then I uploaded to branch only. The new version is uploaded to branch only. Now I deployed a version 1.1. I deployed version 1.1. Okay, this person means the version 1.1 failed. Version 1.1 failed. No problem. You have a working software is there. We can roll back to the previous version. You have to tell, okay, your new version is not working. No problem. Take the old version. Understand? Take the old version. uh, got the point, right? So like that, multiple branches you can create it as per your requirement, right? So best idea. Guys, anybody remember who developed Git? Who is the person behind the Git? Anybody? Because he's very important person. Don't know? I don't remember. Who developed Linux? Yeah.
Linus Torvald.
Yes. Very good. So Aditya Abhi told, I think Linus Torvald. Yeah, and Linux developed by Linus Torvald. Git is developed by Linus Torvald only.
Linus Torvald.
Both are Linus Torvald only. Very good. Good. Okay. So we will think from the Linux perspective. Git and Linux, because the same person, of course. Okay. What is Linux? Anybody? Name came from the Linus Torvald Unix. You take a Unix and build something, and he put a name called Linux. What he actually Linus Torvald built? Linux.
Kernel.
Yes, very
Kernel.
good, very good. So you pass in the exam. Kernel. He developed the kernel and give it that one as a source code for everyone freely. Open source. Open source means source code is free to everyone. So individual users take the source code, take the source code, and they can develop their own. But they're not corrupting actual kernel, right? They take the kernel and develop and become a new version of operating system like CentOS, Red Hat, Oracle Enterprise Linux, SUSE, OpenSUSE, Debian, Ubuntu, Fedora. Different Linux came into market, right? So same perspective, but we should not mix of other things, but understanding level only. Like I can create more branches, multiple branches, because multiple people want to develop in a different ways. So also I can create a multiple branches. Which branch successful, I will integrate that branch to master. The now master having a version 1.1. For example, version 1.1 is working. Now I integrated. This is working software. Next, same user or a different developer take the version 1.1, develop the next level version 1.2, version 1.3. Something somewhere issues occur. Roll back to the previous version. So this is a point in the version control. So important point of version control is whenever you develop the new version should not reflect the working software. Okay, if new version is successful, then we'll take that one as a final software production. If you see like a Jenkins or Saint Voyage, you know Jenkins. So then I will go to Jenkins only. Download. You can see two versions are there. One is LTS, another one is no LTS here. See, it's not showing LTS. Here it is showing LTS. Why two versions are there? See, two versions are there because this is development. This is regular release, weekly release. It means it is released, not a stable version. Again it will release. It fix the bugs. This is a stable version. That's why long term support means it will release every 12 weeks only. Every 4 weeks a stable release including bug fixing and bug report. So like that, it is long term support is there. This is not a stable version. This is a stable version. This is not a stable version. Like that, we can control the versioning. You can release the newly updated checking for observations, means once you deploy it, any issue occur at the client side, they will report the bug report, take the bug report, again do it and deploy it. So this is a unstable version, we can release it. Once you are finalized the stable version, then we'll release version as a stable version. So this is the another example of version control system. So to understand version control system, so that's why it is called version control system. Of course there is some more examples are there, so we'll see that one also. So how this git is working, we'll see that one. In version control system, two types are there: centralized version control system, next is distributed. Starting as told, centralized version control system means source code, the code whatever the developed by users, will put it in centralized. Okay, so that is a centralized version control system. Next level is distributed version control system. Distributed version control system, we'll see again the distributed version control system. I will use only single PC now, then I will go to the next levels. This is my central server, this is my local machine. What is this? This is my local machine. Machine or a system, anything, local machine. This is central server. Okay, so here I code it, I keep it a folder. So I have a mm, working directory. Inside a working directory I keep my code, right? So code 1, for example, code name is code 1. Okay, so this is called a working directory, which is stored in my local PC, which is stored in my local PC. For example, so this is my Java file, it is located under my JD1. Okay, so this is a code, example code only. Always hello world. See, this is my code. Okay, so I develop some code. Okay, I keep it in my PC, that is called a working directory. That is called a working directory. Now I want to put this working directory into central server, but before that one I will put it in a local repository. So I have my own local repository. Here we use in a git way only, I'm telling. Okay, here if you see .git file will be created. It is a hidden file. It is a local repository. This code added to git. So I'm adding local directory information, the file information to this local repository. The local directory, the file information I am inform to my .git. Okay, so .git contains what are the working directory files. Understand? The .git contains information of what are my working directory files information. So this information we will to push to central location. In central we put some name for that one. For example, I created a project 1. Okay, so project 1 or a app 1. So we'll put a app 1. This is my project name, app 1. So what I done, my working directory files added to git. Okay, and this gate will be added to this gate will push to central 1, be pushing. So that's why arrow mark is like this. We push it. Now my part is completed. My part is completed. Next, 2 3 examples are there. So please wait. Okay. Now other user 2 came up. Okay, because I can't see your names. Otherwise, I will tell by name wise only. Yeah, beta person. Here, yeah, Monica is there. Okay. Yes, we have to use the command. So if you want to see the command also, I will show you. No problem. That's why I open my machine, ready with the machine. Okay. Now this is YouTube. Okay. Here what he do? He take the central code. He take the central core into local machine. This is a central repository. This is called a central repository. This is called central repository. We take the central repository into local. So if you see here it is, we can see a git file and code1 file also you can able to see. Now this user dollar code2, this user developed another file code2. Now what he do? He uploaded again, completed code2, tested it and upload it to central one. So what he's doing here it is, when he's taking, that is we call it as a pull or a clone. Is cloning or a pulling. Okay, pull command and clone command both are for taking information from central to local. Pulling or cloning. So actually we have to do, first time we have to clone it, next time push and pull will work. Next, once code to dollar, push the configuration to central one. In central one we have a two files now, code 1, code 2, like this. Code 1, code 2, both are there in a central one, right? Now this is second part. So first of all, you have a working directory. So where it is stored, these two codes, the codes are stored in a your working directory. Okay, and when you add a new thing, you have to inform to your local repository. Okay, you have to inform this thing to your local repository. I added a new code, version control. Remember, code 1 is there, but you develop a code 2, new code you develop, you have to inform to your version, you have to inform to your local repository, I develop code 2. Then only you can able to push the configuration to central repository. Central repository. So this is the step 2. This is step 1. This part is step 1. This part 2. Step 2 means totally cloning and uploading. Step 2. I'm going with step 3 now. What is the step 3? Now this is another user, right? This is a user 1 and user 2. So I'll put a name like a easy name. Monica is the first user, and as per my list here it is showing immediate names. Navya. Okay. Okay, if you know these people, then you can ask doubts, these two people, Monica and Navya. Okay, because I taken a name means they know already. Okay, so
What,
now
sir? What, sir?
I took two names from your list, your candidate list,
Okay.
and so then if I'm taking their name means they know already. So if anybody having doubts, you can ask them. Don't understand?
No,
Navya
sir.
Gan.
Don't understand.
See, immediately Navya name I taken Navya Gan from here. Then I have to search for another name.
Sir, you take my name.
What is your name? Name. I need easy names only.
Sir, my name is Ganesh.
Ganesh Royal. Ganesh is difficult. So yeah, now we are Ganesh. Okay, Ganesh is also easy name, common name in India. Okay, so Ganesh. Okay, so understand like a Monica develop a code and add it to local repository, upload it to central repository. Now Ganesh want to develop the next version. So he clone the central one and take it, add a new, adding a new one, he added a new code to it or develop the existing code, inform to local repository, then push into central server. Now Monica want to develop something again. Monica want to develop something like, so what Monica should do? Monica Monica pull the configuration. Monica will pull the configuration. Got it? Pulling the configuration. So whenever Monica pull the configuration, automatically this code 2 will come to here. Now this both the machines locally has same configuration. Now locally same configuration, centrally same configuration, locally same configuration, centrally same configuration only. Okay, both are same configuration. Now Monica want to develop something in the code 1 or code 2, or maybe she developed the code 3. Maybe we'll take like a code 3 new code development. Again inform to git. Okay, so I will go with like she developed code 3 and inform to local repository, push the configuration here, and then code 3 is appear here. And Ganesh pull the configuration, then automatically code 3 will come to here and maintain in a three places, means local machine, central machine having same code only. By push and pull we are maintaining. Okay, so we'll go to the first point of explaining that version control. Something is happened to your central, no problem. Your local PC is having the code. Something is happened to local PC, no problem. Central PC and as well as other local PCs also having same code. So you are maintaining same code is there. Next, sometimes, for example, Monica took code 2 and added a changes and try to upload and it will reject it. You have to merge the previous code and this code to do it. For example, Monica don't know what happened in a here. Okay, so we have to go to the previous state. Think like this. Ganesh uploaded code 2. Monica only having code 1. She developed the code 2. Again, third scenario I'm telling. So she developed the code 2 and she pushed the configuration code 2 to the central one. In central one, already code 2 is existing. Problem, and automatically central one reject it. No, already I have a code 2 file. I won't accept. I don't accept your code 2 because already existing one. So what you have to do, you have to pull the configuration from central, merge it, check it, merge it, and add it. So then only we can able to make sure that code is correct and stable. Otherwise it will reject it. What it is rejecting, again I'm repeating, code 2 developed by Ganesh and he put it into central. Monica also developed code 2 and try to put it in a letter, means code 2 is already existing in central, Now Monica want to put a code to into the central repository, okay, will reject it because version imbalance. So already code 2 is there. How to put a second code 2? You don't understand. It won't get it. So this is one, and we have to take the code 2. Monica has to take code 2, dollop, check it, merge it, and tell the local repository that information and upload it to centrally. So then it will work. And second scenario, if in case code 1, so code 2 is available in central. Monica don't know about code 2, so she develop code 3 directly. She knows code 1, code 3 only. Understand? She knows code 1 and code 3 and put it in. She already know code 1 is available centrally, and she developed the code 3 and put it. That time also central repository reject it. So why it is rejecting? Central repository having code 1, code 2, and Monica knows code 1 but don't know about code 2. Directly she develop code 3 and try to upload code 3. Code 1 and code 3 she develop, she try to update it. Version is different. Automatically it rejects. So this is a overall picture of your version control system. If you want to do practically, also you can do practically. Guys, if I may have a time or how many people are available, now slowly people are dropping. um, you can try anything like a say VCS Git configuration. You can see GitHub authentication and account creation Git. Okay, total Git one, local and remote repositories, cloning, Git pull. We can get a lot of videos from here only. Just you have to type very simple. Okay, I can't share everything, right? So if you know my name, that is very simple to get it like this. Search it. This is me. Okay, someone recently done. Okay, so go to this one. You can find videos batch wise also there. Batch 1, batch 2, batch 3. So don't tell to sir and all. Okay. So if you have any doubts regarding DevOps or any other parts, just check it for a practical purpose only. Okay. Don't no need of theory part. You know already theory things for practical part. Just I want to show you one simple practical. Okay. Mm, First I will show you this part, Ganesh part. Okay. How to clone it, how to push it, pull it. I think you know. Mm, Okay. This is my um central repository. I use a GitHub. Actually, Git servers are there, but we are not in the server installation part. Just I'm using GitHub freely. You can easily sign up. Okay, you can create your own, or you can use it mine also. Okay, you can use it mine also if you want. Okay, this is already existing PC, so that's why. Okay, I'm using this one. Already I log in, but I will take one of um, anything. So I'll take it this one, ITS Vedic one. Okay, here you can see branches also, master batch, branch one also. You can take it anything. Okay, sorry. So better not to go for a branch wise. It will starting it will give you confusion. Okay. Mm, So which one is a very recent last batch? I will show you the last batch one. Okay, so this is existing one. Okay, so you can take it. Okay, you can see there is a certain files are there. Mayur also uploaded some Python file. These are the files are there. So go to the code. If it is not visible, please tell me. Okay. Yes, I'm trying to show some practical. Okay. Um, actually, today I have to show you the practical, not practical part actually, interview part. No problem. So we'll see. Uh, Vedic Soft CTS2 Data 1. I took this as a repository which is already created in Vedic. So you can see who added a last one. Mayur Kotwade is last he uploaded a file here. Okay. And who added? Okay, Sweetie is added two files here. Okay. Next, you can see this is the Git link, GitHub link, HTTP S wise. So I'm copying that one only. Now there are giving three, four options, but I'm copying a traditional option only like this one only because it's a habitual one. Central repository. I'm cloning into my local PC. I created a one folder here. Okay, the folder name is git clone, and I want to clone into my local PC. I'm taking from centrally to local. Okay, so I have a E drive in my virtual machine. I have a one folder called git clone folder file. You can use PowerShell or a CMD, no problem. PowerShell also you can see, or you can see CMD, no problem. I am going to open PowerShell. Starting of PowerShell open, it will take time, no problem. Okay. So try the practical. If you have any doubt, you can contact me or you can contact sir also. Okay. He will give my phone number or anything. No problem. Okay. So this is my folder. Now I want to clone it. So git clone and paste the link. What happened? Paste the link. Maybe it is feeling shy. Copy the link. Paste the link. Why it is? Copy the link. Yeah, it is become slow. That's why it is taking time. See. Very worst. You can ask me meantime any doubt also. Okay, no problem. So meanwhile, I will note in the my notepad. Okay, so I'm using Git drive. So here the first practical. So E drive. I created a Git clone folder. So inside of that one, I'm typing git clone and paste the link. Now we'll see the next step by step. We'll see that. Is it done? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I pasted too many times, right? So that is, it is showing like that. Close it. Open it again. So I'm in a git clone. Partial is also works easily. The first time it is slow, but the next time it will work fine. Now I think it is working good. Now, I think my system got slow. Okay, enter. That is cloning. Cloning means it take entire folder, that entire CTS2 data one, like a folder, it is taking into my local PC. Here it is. Guys, understand this point? Cloning. Okay. So in the cloning, can you see the files are there? What are the files in your central repository? Same files it is showing in my local. Okay. Now I took the code and I will develop the code and I will upload it. Okay. Either it I will add the new file or maybe I will do that one. Okay. So I'm going to add a new file here. FD5. Sorry, FD5. Something you can put anything, no problem. But put a proper name and a proper data inside. I think my system got slow. This is FD5 file by Latif. Okay. Now I uploaded a new file. Got the point? See. So FD5 is different from the your centrally existing code. Now I have to do something like cd. What is that? CTS2 data. Now why it is this? Close it. I'll go with normal CMD. Go to E drive, cd git clone cts2 data one. So I'm in that directory only. You can manage UI CLI both the bases. So dar, you can see the files here. Okay. Now this is the new file. Git status. Check the status. See, it is showing this is a new file. These file information means fd1, fd2, fd3, fd4, mayur rk, mayurk.py. This information already there in my central and local as well as. This is a local repository and this is my working directory. This is my working directory. This is my local repository. In local repository, already information is there. But whenever you change something in your working directory and when you see the git status in git, the information is not added. Now I have to add it. Git add. You can use file name like a fd5.txt or you can use dot also. Dot means all files in the current directory. If you specify the file, that file only. Dot means all files in the current directory. Now added. Check the git status. File information is added, but it is showing in earlier it is red color, now it is green color. Green color means file information is added but not committed. You must commit into local repository. I said fd file added. Anything, any comment you can put it. So that is a comment we have to tell. Okay, we have to commit with the comment. So this is the file which is there. Commit means finalize. This is what are the updates are available. Done. Okay. When you are doing after commitment or while you are commitment, it will ask global configurations. Okay, so git config hyphen so global user dot name, and you have to specify your name, like I put a Latif Vedic like this. Okay, so I have to give this first command. Okay, this command you have to give. Next you have to tell your email id. Email id does not mean not required original id also. You can give some id just like a email id type. Name at the rate domain name, some domain name. Okay, so you have to give these two information. It will display error if you are doing for first time, but I already had done, so it is not asking here. Now how to upload, right, to my central. Git push hyphen u origin master. I'm pushing this configuration to my central only. I didn't mention a link here because of the link is already in my local repository. Already link is there, my central repository link already in my local. Now completed. Where it is fd5, just refresh. This is fd5. You can see 2 minutes ago, remaining are 10 days ago. This is 2 minutes ago. Okay, fd5 added by whom? Like by me only, Latif Vedi. That's the name I given there. So who committed this one? When it is committed. Okay, when it is committed. Okay, so what is he added? So that things will be we can able to do it. Okay, if you modify a certain file, for example fd1. Okay, you modify the fd1. So I will go to this fd1 edit. Oh, already I done a modification also in the fd1. Okay, no problem, I will do this one. Okay, so just I put a one line or git github explanation. Okay, so I modified it. So check it, the version is changed. Git status modified. It's not a new file, existing file, but modified. Git add dot. Now red color become green color. The modified file now it is showing green color. Git commit hyphen m fd1 modified something. Any comment you can, in a comment box you can put anything. Okay, so insertion deletion. Now check the git status. Nothing to do, everything is good. Then do git push. Okay, just I'm going to FD1. Only two lines are there, right? Only two lines are there. Now once push is completed, we'll see the third line. Why it is taking too much time? Completed. Okay, so FD1 modified. So what is the latest modification? Can you see? Latest modification earlier this one. Now latest modification is this one. 1 minute ago. That is understanding of version control. Like this. Added a other two lines. Okay, and we can call for a contributors, adding those people, so we can able to do it. So here what I done, added FD1 file. Okay, so first of all, cd ts2 data 1. Okay, and that one, so in completed. Next command is we done a status git add dot, and git status you have to do multiple times. Just I'm not putting that one now. Okay, fd file added. Okay, so commitment is completed. Now git push hyphen u origin master, because of why master branch. Okay, if you don't give also no problem. Git push hyphen u, that is also enough. This is what we done. Okay, any other doubts? Still so much of thing are there. I think guys understand there is a commands. Okay, for example, I took already existing one. So I am pushing it. While I am pushing, it will ask for username and password. If you want to use my my GitHub repository, you can take it, no problem. But if you want to upload something, you need my username and password. You need my username and password. Okay, now I am recording, that's why I am not able to give username and password part. Even I didn't remember my username and password, it is so many days for. Okay, if in case if you are just I'm don't think I'm dragging, because you guys ask question, so I'm going like this. Okay, so this is a new repository creation. Just go to the plus, login, already I'm login here. Go to new repository. You can import the repository from others also. You can create your own project. This is the free account, and the paid accounts also available. So you can create your one repository, new repository. Just plus new repository. So this is a new repository name. What name you have to give for your branch? Mm, demo repo 1. Okay, I given demo repo 1. So it's a demo repo. demo repository 1. Here repository public or private. Private means within our people only. So those who are see and commit the repos, you have to choose the private people. You have to choose the private people. Okay. So others cannot access. Anyone can able to access, but people who knows the username and password, they can able to access it. So I'm creating a public repository and create repo. These things are there, so don't worry about it. Create a repository. Name of the repository, description if you want, no problem. Public and create. I created all repositories are a public mode only. So create repository. Now this is a commands. You can see these commands are very useful for you to do it. Okay, so you can use these commands. Okay, where it is. Okay. So it depends upon the how you use it. You can use it. So it itself tell what commands to use it. Also, you can able to use it. Okay. See, this is my repository, and now currently nothing is there in the one. Okay, so I'm copying this link. I'm copying this link. Just I'm copying this link. Now I'm going to my E drive. I have my projects are there. This is a Git projects folder. I have my own Git project folders are there. Now I'm going to create a folder inside. So now I'm creating a working folder. Demo repo 1 is my working folder. Open the working folder. So Control C. I'm open my CMD. What happening here? Okay. I open my CMD. CMD also becomes slow today. Why I don't know. So if you why I'm putting like this, you can see the parallel in a background also. Okay. So here I want to change the directory like this. Now it is unable to change. No problem. To change. So this is my directory currently. Git projects demo repo 1. Okay. So then I'm taking now git init. Currently in my working directory. So I'm going to create a file in my working directory. Okay, so any file name I can put it. So df1 is a file name. Anything like you can put as Java file or Python file or anything, any code you can put it. Okay, so df1 file, something you can give, save it. Okay, can you see this one? There is a file. Okay, so now it is my working directory. Now to create or initiate git what we can say local repository. Okay, now it is empty. Git local repository is created. It is just an empty one only. Okay, empty is created. Okay, now you can check with the git status. Now the file is there, not yet committed or added. Git add hyphen dot means add all files in the working directory. Add all files in the working directory. So it is added. Now git commit. -m git commit -m my first commit. So what I committed, df1 file. Okay, just in a quotations what you mention, it is just a comment only. So you are committing, while you are committing you have to give comment, so compulsory -m comment. Now completed. This is working directory. I created a file, then I add the file into my local repository, and I said commit completed, but nothing is there in your where in there, right? So git so now I want to put this one into my central. First of all, I have to tell what is my central repository link. I have to tell what is my central repository link. So remote, right? Central means it's a remote one. Okay, git remote add origin link. I copied the link, right? So like git remote add origin link. Okay, now I pasted a link successfully. Now, so in my local repository, I am giving information. I'm giving an information. This is the central repository link. This is a remote machine link, remote link. Okay. Next one is git push -u and origin master. Guys, because of I already done earlier, it is not asking username password kind of stuff. Okay, if you not done earlier, okay, so that's why I done earlier, so that's why it stored my username and password of git. Okay, if you are doing first time, definitely it will ask, so then you have to give username and password. Local global configurations, you have to configure it. Watch the video, the when I started git kind of stuff. Watch a video, then you can find that one. Second one is um, how to push it. You can't push it. You can't push it if you don't know the repository username and password. Without the authentication, you can't push it. Okay, but already I done so many times in my PC. The username and password stored in my PC, so no problem for me. But it will ask, so then you should know my username and password, then only you can able to do it. Okay, it is not asking here. Generally it will ask. So this is freshly you created a repository, and you went to local machine, created a local repository, and push your local data to central. So this is the freshly created. So completed pushing, refresh. Okay, I told two practicals here. So one is, so how to take it from centrally, and how to push it to there. Okay, and this one is how to create freshly and how to upload it freshly. So like this, how to create fresh on yourself. Okay, you can create your own account, so then you can go to your account creation is simple. Okay, and if you want to do on yourself, otherwise you can take the repositories from me, and also you can do it thing. So just you should know to push the configuration, to push your configuration from your PC to my repositories, you need my username and password, otherwise you don't require it. To take it, not required. Hmm. Oh, I put a lot of time on this one only. Okay, so this is the commands we use, like a commit like this. So what I done, so I create repository, name is demo repo 1, right? Help me typing. So I created a demo repo 1 in GitHub. there. Next, local PC. What I done in a local PC? So I created folder. Name is demo repo. Maybe you got a doubt like if both names are should be same or different. Better to same, okay? Or if you put a different, try it, no problem. But better to be same it is, okay? So try, no problem, nothing will happen, nothing damage will occur. So I created a folder and added a file. Name is df1.txt. Then what I done? I initiate the git. So local repository. Next I added the file. Next I done commit. Um, First commit with the df1 file. Next, this local PC don't know about central PC. So then what I done? Git remote add origin the link. Origin the link. Yeah, here it is the link. Why? You can copy from here also. Link. Okay. Next, git push fnu origin. When you do this git commit, okay, so you may require a global configuration. Means local configuration is required. When you push it, you required this username and password. This is a username anyway. This is a username. Okay. Password is required. Password is I already shared the password. Okay. So this is the one. Of course, there is a third way, fourth way is also there. It is already 6:17 and lot of people got exhausted and get lost also. Actually, I planned for something and you asked it out and I went to Git. Maybe this Git maybe it clarify your doubt. I think so. One more is there also like push pull. That one I already explained, right? Push pull means you have to pull the configuration and do it and push it. This type of things. Push pull kind of stuff is also there. Like two users, if they are doing, okay, that time you will get a problem. That is, you have to push it. Sorry, you have to pull it and then push it. If you understand this scenario, a different version coding is there. Compulsory, you have to pull the configuration from centrally, then modify and push it. So, if you are getting that kind of stuff, so better go through this. My previous or a previous. So you can see in a branch wise also, batch wise also. I put it. Okay. No. Like here you can easily see from here. These are a week ago means last batch. 2 months ago, 1 month ago means my first batch in this year. And if you see 11 months ago like that, it is last year batch. Okay, 11 months ago, 12 months ago, that is last batch. Find out all the git things if you have a doubt. Okay, guys, any other doubts? Please tell me now. Already exhausted or what? Okay, so I will conclude very simple. So just for people who are not getting earlier, I hope they are getting, or otherwise look at this description what I given. I will put it in there only. So it is why for you it is very simple. Next, what is Jenkins? Jenkins is a CI, okay, continuous integration and continuous deployment tool, okay, CI by CD tool, okay, and Jenkins important questions are Jenkins life cycle. So we don't have a time and lot of people left. So that is a discouragement for me. Okay, I have a lot of patience, but if people are not there, I will discourage. Okay, I don't discourage anybody. I never discourage anybody, but people not leaving, that discourage for me without notifying me mainly. Mm. So Jenkins life cycles are important, like taking a source code. Okay, what is a life cycle? So where is your source code? Okay, take the source code. Source code location can be GitHub. What is the source code location? Can be GitHub or Subversion, okay, or a local PC or anything. Okay? Different source code locations are there. So take the source code location. Okay, as per the user project commands, commands are a build related one. Okay, giving information. It do like that. Okay, it present the console output to the people. So status of what are the things happen in your project. So then it will show the console output. Is a build is successful or not successful, or presenting at a console output, or it build other project. If you tell build this one and after that one build other project, or report report. So build successful report or a deploy report. Okay, build other project or a some deployment. You do deployment if you requirement, or only just sending a report. Build is successful, like that. Anybody knows downstream project? When I don't teach last batch. Upstream project. What is downstream and upstream? I have a project. Project name is project 1 and project 2, project 3. Okay. So first project completed, then only do this project. Once this project is completed, complete the uh, project 3. So I will show you this control F downstream, upstream and downstream. This is the link. You can try this one. It is yeah, I have to open it and then all I can share the link. It is a very small one before you go to the pipeline. So after this one, I showed a pipeline one. So try. Where am I? Yeah. So for example, this is project completed. After this project completed, build the project 2. Okay. First project 1 completed, do project 2. Once project 2 completed, go through project 3. So like that I done. I given a sequence. Build completed, do build other one. If once this is completed, build other one. So I given like that. So like that. So once it is completed, successful, second one. This is successful, go to third one. For this one, this is a upstream project. What is it? This is upstream project for project 1. Okay. And sorry. This is downstream project for project 3. So I will write project 1, sorry, project 2 is upstream project for project 1. Project 2 is downstream project for project. It means project 3 is upstream project for project 2. Okay, project 3 is upstream project for project 2. What happened? Ting ting. No, finally someone is adding. Good. This is not required now here. Better to remove few things so then more space will create. Okay, guys. Please tell me any doubts. Everybody is silent and a lot of people left. Okay. Any other things? Git is clear or not? That is important because you want to know about Git. Okay. So again, software development lifecycle, DevOps differences, at least few points in Agile, and advantage of de- DevOps, life cycles of DevOps. Okay, is important. The tools you learn, those tools are important. Lot of tools are there. What you learn, what are the familiar with the tools, that is important. Okay, source code management is not about how to develop a project. It is about how to manage your source code version. Okay, so about all about your version control system only. So there is a two type of version control, CVS, okay, central version control system, and distributed version control system. So we are using distributed version control system only mainly. Okay, so examples of distribution version control system, Git, and of course Subversion. Okay,
It is enough for today, sir.
okay. I understand that one. I'm just waiting for the uh, you have to say that one. Okay. Uh,
Yes, we have to.
okay. So when you want next time, when you are free,
Yes, sir. Next day we have to discuss.
Sunday,
Sorry, sir. What is it?
tomorrow.
Next day, sir. When those are being told.
Okay. Okay. Just talk to Madhu sir also.
Okay, sir.
Talk to Madhu sir. What you learn or you want to learn more. Okay. So just
Okay,
tell me. Or discuss with Madhu sir. I'm here to help. Okay.
okay, sir.
Try the commands. People who don't know the command kind of stuff, try Git. Git is very beautiful. Any help I will do. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Very okay. How can we know that who is sending a code to central server? Yes, very good. See here it is in my central server. We have anything. Just now only we done something. This system. again make me crazy. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just I need a very old one because of all my new batches are lazy people only. 19, 19, 19. Yes, this is a 19. Okay, 19, 20, 19. Kit project. Yeah, this is a good one. I think so. So, can you see here it is Deepak, new line added means who is added earlier. Next, in the comment box, also you can get it that information. So this is given by Latif Vedic only. This file is edited by new commit by Pooja, that is comment. But you can see name here Pooja. Uh, able to see this one? Pooja. So in central server we knows because there is a local configuration when you do on your machine you have to tell your name and email id there, just name and email id. When you push the configuration to central knows your name and what is your file you committed last and what is their comment, everything they display. For example, someone like Ganesh is there or Monica or Navya, Aditya. Okay, so someone try to push or change the code. Now it is not working. I know who changed the last time. So then definitely you cannot say, sir, I am not the responsible. How can you say I am the responsible? There is a log sheet already, your name on it. Very good question. Okay guys. Okay. Yeah. Mm. So we cannot escape from your our mistakes. Okay guys, just I'm stopping.